Saturday morning. Two Americans wake up with the exact same 48 hours ahead of them. One will quietly use this weekend to move a little closer to financial freedom. The other will simply recover from the week. By Sunday night, the gap between them has grown, and neither of them fully realizes it's happening. Most people think wealth is built from Monday to Friday, but research suggests something different. The habits that quietly shape your future often happen when nobody's watching. No boss, no deadlines, no meetings. Just one simple question. What do you do with your weekend? Let's find out. Let's start with one uncomfortable reality. The average American spends hours every day watching television and other entertainment, and weekends usually increase that number. Now compare that with patterns found among many self-made wealthy Americans. Researcher Thomas Corley found that most of the wealthy people he studied watched less than 1 hour of television a day, and very few regularly watched reality TV. Same Saturday, same living room, completely different decision. This doesn't mean one group is lazy. Many lower-income Americans spend weekends recovering from physically demanding jobs, multiple shifts, or stressful work weeks. The difference isn't exhaustion, it's what happens after recovery. What fills that time? So if many wealthy Americans aren't spending most of their weekend in front of a screen, what are they doing instead? Reading, learning new skills, working on side businesses, volunteering, building professional relationships, planning the week ahead. Government time use research also shows that higher-income Americans are more likely to spend leisure time on active or skill-building activities. Small choices, repeated every weekend, for years. That's how ordinary Saturdays quietly become extraordinary results. The body builds the future. Here's something many people overlook. Many successful Americans treat exercise as an investment, not an expense. Corley's research found that regular aerobic exercise was far more common among the wealthy people he studied, not because they wanted better photos, because energy creates better decisions, better focus, greater resilience. Weekends give people something they rarely have during the week: time. Some use that time to recharge, others use it to become stronger, and over time, that difference compounds. Now let's talk about a habit almost nobody notices: relationships. Many wealthy Americans intentionally use weekends to stay connected: a coffee meeting, a community event, a golf game, a charity fundraiser, a simple phone call. Corley's research found that networking was a consistent habit among many of the wealthy individuals he followed, because opportunities rarely come from strangers. They come from people who remember your name. Most Americans spend weekends with family and close friends, and that's valuable. But some people also spend part of that time building relationships that create future opportunities. The big twist. Here's the part that changes everything. Around 80% of American millionaires are considered self-made. They weren't born with wealthy weekends. They built them, which means the habits came first. The reading, the learning, the exercise, the networking, the planning. The money came later. The weekend wasn't the reward. For many successful people, it was the workshop where success was quietly built. Think back to the beginning. Two Americans, the same Saturday, the same 48 hours. The invisible gap wasn't created overnight. It grew, one weekend at a time. Not through luck, not through magic, but through hundreds of small decisions that looked ordinary while they were happening. So next Saturday, ask yourself one question. Am I simply spending my weekend, or am I investing it? If this video made you see weekends differently, subscribe to Mirror Mind, because next week, we're uncovering another hidden difference between rich and poor Americans. And trust me, you won't look at money the same way again.